to stop the move roll. And now he puts the body triangle on, see?
Yeah.
Smart. That wasn't before.
Mousasi then taking advantage of the situation. And able to slide that in there as he works on that body triangle.
That's out.
I would think that Mousasi would have preferred to be standing up, but I don't know. I mean, he's obviously controlled the pace. I would imagine he's way ahead on the points here in this one.
They don't seem to really mind the back of the head here, right?
No. No, unless Aoki's fighting.
Yep. You're right. But that was not the head, that was the shoulder.
That was the head, that was the shoulder. That's exactly right. Well, Mousasi has been diligent, if far from spectacular here in this second round, as he continues to dictate the pace. And Yoon had his one moment, about a minute and a half worth in the first round, when he worked hard to try to get an arm bar and was not able to do so.
Yep. Well,
there he locks him up again in that triangle.
That's it. Now you need to put a body triangle on because you don't want Yoon turning into your guard and then have a better position.
Hey, you move. Action, give it.
They should just put him back on the feet.
Gegard, walk to feet.
They've said action. As if to ask or pray or demand it, and still nothing. So approaching the 1 minute mark to go in this fight. Gegard Mousasi has dominated the fight, dictating the tempo throughout. Yoon had a shot back in the late going of the first round, about a minute and a half to go. He started taking more control on the ground, worked hard to try to pull off an armbar, to no avail. And this has been the action or lack thereof throughout most of the second round. Yoon will reach out for that arm one more time. Knowing the urgency, not for sure if he realizes the clock winding down. Time certainly not in his favor. 15 ticks remaining here in the second round. And Mousasi will throw in a few more punches just for good measure.
Man, this is crazy.
I mean, this is the way this fight is going to end. Yoon, I'm not quite sure about all that strategy there in the second round.
Yeah, he aims for the air. Let's make it even bigger.
Yes. And for good measure, 1, 2, maybe 3 more from Mousasi. And there is the end of the fight. It goes to the judges. Stunned I would be if Gegard Mousasi does not come away with the unanimous decision. As you look at Dungsik Yoon, not really allowed to kind of get in any kind of rhythm tonight.
No. Well, round number 1 was a really good round.
Yeah.
But then, you know, it slowed down after the whole thing happened in the last minute and a half. You know, the armbar attempt. And this was just like... It's just hitting away, but not real power. Yeah, it's a unanimous decision.
Here's the judge's decision.
Judge Miyake, Mousasi, Judge Araki,
So Gegard Mousasi becomes the first man to move on to the semifinals of the Middleweight Grand Prix tournament.
And we were there live. Studios.
How about a picture? How about a medal?
A beautiful medal from a beautiful girl.
And Yoon, who taken out of his game early, I think, by some of those powerful kicks.
You know, I think when he would have continued with those kicks, that would have been really good. At the end of the round, you know, just before he got caught in an armbar, he shouldn't have gone to the ground. Very simple. He was doing really good, delivered a lot of damage. Just get back on your feet.
Unusual for Gegard Mousasi. He picks up his 22nd win, but only his second by way of decision. And a unanimous one at that to send him on to the semifinals. As we take another look here at the action. And this is the end of the first round, very near the end of the first round. Mousasi had dominated on his feet, and then he had gotten it to the ground. Yoon was trying to stretch out, worked hard for that arm bar, could not get it. Mousasi comes out in the second round, dictates the pace. Nothing flashy.
Knee. Look at the hair.
That was back in the first round, that great knee by Mousasi.
You see, it looked like he tapped there. You see that?
Yeah, y'all, now looking at it, I do. Not the first time around as it was happening.
Well, I saw it actually the first time here.
There it is. As he was trying to escape, Mousasi was just able to deliver kick and knee. It almost appeared any time he wanted to in that first round.
Yeah, he did just a phenomenal job.
Did enough in the first round that he just played it kind of conservative and comfortable, and obviously it was enough to get him a unanimous decision in his second round performance.
Well, I think it also took a lot of power out of him the last 1.5 minutes, round number one, you know, the holding that armbar.
Yeah, Yoon worked hard.
That was very close.
Mousasi perhaps also taking a sigh of relief after that strong first round that almost ended in disaster in that final minute and a half.
Could have lost right there.
But Mousasi becomes the first to move on. 3 more before this evening is out.
Rules. K1 の裏番長、金太英。
Here's Zelg Galesic, 29-year-old Croatian. And then you see a strong performance. Yeah, just laid it all out there and getting his win. Against Sultan Akhmadov to advance on to this second round.
Minowa against King.
And Ken coming in against Minowa to pull a bit of a surprise. One of the other big surprises here in Dream action so far.
Nice.
To advance on.
I was talking about the adrenaline event. Punch and then a low kick. And he's doing it. Look at the legs there of Minowa.
Remember, he literally left his foot mark on this one. So now Galesic and Ken get ready to see who goes on in the tournament.
打撃を警戒する相手を嘲笑うかのように腕ひしぎで一本勝ちと新たな才能を披露。実はこの2人昨年10月に一度対戦。しかし試合は開始からわずか36秒ハイキックでまぶたをカットされた。
Hans Thompson, anything particular we should know right now?
They're talking about how these guys have actually met in a fight last year that was ended by a cut to Kin. So this is technically a rematch thing.
Yep, I had that here in one of my notes. That was interesting.
Galesic also coming in off the first two-fight losing streak in his career. He has now won 2 in a row.
ただいまより本日の第6試合オリンピアドリーム4ミドル級グランプリ2008セカンドラウンド第2試合を行います。
And now for the 6th match.
青コーナーよりゼルグ弁慶ガルシック選手の入場です。
Blue corner from Croatia, Zelg,
Zelg Galesic calmly, coolly slapping hands, and looks like he's ready for action.
Yeah, look at him. It doesn't look like he's going to fight at all.
No, he's ready. Hey, hey, party time. Hey. Woo. His nickname, Japanese nickname, loosely translates to mean Japanese warrior monk. Is that Benkei? Benkei? Benkei, the nickname that translates. Hans, I'm trusting you on this, to Japanese warrior monk, correct? Oh. For all warrior monks.
Man, it's good to have you here next to us. Huh? Good to be here.
And here's Galesic now with those 6 knockouts among his 8 victories. His fights last quick, just a little over a minute. And here comes his opponent after that huge upset over Manhoef. Taiei Ken. Here comes the 37-year-old Taiei Ken, the second oldest fighter in the middleweight tournament. Second only to Sakuraba, who will fight in the main event. And Ken coming in here at 3-2. 2 wins by way of decision. Ken, while young in his MMA career, as you look at his resume there, including the upset of Minowa, had an outstanding K1 record, 21-5-1 as a K1 fighter. So he's relatively new as far as a mixed martial artist is concerned. 2 of his wins by way of decision, the other by TKO.
That's interesting.
So as you look at the tail of the tape, and the 37-year-old with only 5 fights so far, but remember that great K1 background.
Zelg Galesic, from his 8 wins, 6 came by way of knockout and 2 by submission, so he's a well-rounded fighter. He prefers to stand, though, with his Muay Thai background. Taiei comes off a decision win about a month ago over the always game Ikuhisu Minowa. Now with 1 win coming by knockout, plus competing in the K1, he likes to stand and bang.
So you look at Galesic, remember, he likes to finish fights quickly. The average length of his wins, 1 minute and 12 seconds. If he wins a fight, it's usually in the first round. It's usually quick. Remember, Ken also literally tattooing the back of the leg of Minowa in that last fight, delivering kick after kick.
Good low kicks totally makes sense now, competing in the K1. I mean, they have the best strikers on the planet. Mirko Krokop coming from the K1. Mark Hunt coming from the K1.
Spending a lot of time in the corner. Now trying to get that knee action going is Ken. Ken, the underdog, coming in here. Galesic about a 2-to-1 choice. To the delight of the crowd, they move them back out to the center of the ring. They'll try again, and Galesic flashes with that left kick.
He's got a great reach, and he's using it. Oh, something happens to his arm. Look at his arm.
He takes down Ken, and Ken is holding his arm. He's holding his arm, and Galesic rushed over quickly to check on that arm. That is the fight.
Whoa. Yeah, Galesic really doesn't like this.
Galesic did not want it to end this way.
No, this is
concern for his opponent.
Yeah. Mark Coleman against Mauricio Shogun Hua. No, took him down, landed wrong, poof, dislocated the arm. Same here.
Ken with the injury cannot go on. Galesic advances.
Man, this guy is so relaxed, he's so calm, and you know what? Look, the way he reacted right away after, such a gentleman.
Look at this.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Yeah,
oh, you see him brace the right arm, and there you see it bend back.
Trenching here on the edge.
We're going to show it again. Turn away if you do not want to see this.
Oh!
That is simply
look, he's
wrong
laughing.
place, wrong time, and look at him.
Hey.
Wow, tough is Taiei Ken. Grown men sitting around us here in this control room flinching.
Yeah. A guy who had a lot of fights. I'm freaking out here.
One of the toughest guys in the world flinching, while Taiei Ken's going, hey, I think it might be a little sore. How tough is that guy? That's the end of the fight, though. Let's listen to Galesic.
I know, he's a great fighter. 2 times we fight, 2 times he was unlucky. I promise you, Taikin, I give it the 3rd time, even if he needs to be in the hotel lobby. Thank you, my friend.
でもやっぱりキプ選手は素晴らしい選手です。そして2回ともこんなアンラッキーな負け方をしてしまいました。ですのでぜひやっぱりもう一度3回目を戦いたいと思います。
今日は本当にまた僕のせいですいません。ベンケン選手、恋ではないんで、本当におめでとうございます。乾杯と思います。
Congratulations to Galesic.
今日は皆さんに本当にイケイケの近代を見せたかったんですけども、
I wanted to show a new and improved myself, but unfortunately, we came to this result.
Well, Taiei Ken has bad luck again against Galesic. They cannot continue on. Galesic will, though, in the middleweight tournament. So now half the semifinal field is set as Zelg Galesic wins for the 9th time in his career. And a very game Taiei Ken leaving the ring to well-deserved applause after literally having his elbow bent the opposite way it's supposed to be bent, with the weight of two fighters going down, Galesic and Ken. Unfortunate for Ken, he was trying to brace his fall. And you see now, I'm sure they will do a little extensive looking on at that elbow. I can't believe the guy's still smiling, actually, to see how it was bent back. It reminded me of a Joe Theismann moment, except extending up to the arm the way that bent back.
Yeah, well, it is, you know, it pops out of the socket, and then it pops right back after that. Renzo Gracie had it.
Yeah.
And Sakuraba took him down at the back, you know, and put a Kimura on him, and then while he took him down, he had the same effect, and it's really gnarly to see. But you know, if it pops back, you hope that you didn't tear any ligaments. And from what I understand, Yoshida had it also in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So it happens a lot. You know, it's it's part of the game. It's like in football, people blow their knees. Well, his arm is actually better because thank God you punch with it the whole line, so everything is a little taller. You know, it can take a little bit of, you know, it's a little bit more flexible.
Mousasi is advanced.
Welcome back to HDNet Fights presents Dream 4.
And welcome back live to the Yokohama Arena, just southwest of Tokyo, as we look along with you here at Dream 4. Kenny Rice and Boss Rutan, we're glad that you could join us. 2 have been decided in the middleweight tournament to move on. Gegard Mousasi with his victory. Zelg Galesic taking another step forward because of the injury to Taiei Ken. And now 2 more fights to go, 2 more men will move on.
Wow, look at the picture.
Jacare, the flamboyant Brazilian. Lost his first fight, has won 8 straight. And you see the quickness and power that he put on display.
Nice takedown.
And just dominated his fight.
Whoa.
And closing it out with the rear naked choke. And counter that to the show that was Jason Mayhem Miller. This was at best an exhibition, even though it counted in the record books.
The karate stance. Look at this, he's holding back up the sponges. Just to,
he took time to buzz for the camera.
Wow.
And here he comes.
Carries a paint gun. She's unafraid of waving when she's getting her face done. Her favorite radio station's a permanent paid vacation, burning her face in the sun. She loves repetitive songs that keep playing. You know the repetitive songs.
Wow, look at those dances there in the background.
Well, we're going to guess that's fake money that he's throwing toward the crowd.
I hope so.
Certainly the best choreographed entrance.
You gotta love Jason Miller.
On many levels. Especially the fact that he's a heck of a fighter.
Yeah, he's as chaotic in his fighting style as he is in his head.
and just contrary to popular belief.
And his posse has grown. More dancers this time around. You see the record, he's won 9 of his last 10. And you see he's fought the good ones all the way through, wins and losses. Crazy super monkeys, that would fit in with all the Mayhem monkeys out there watching and cheering on the Hollywood boy. Dan Miller obviously knows the words to his song.
It's baka, right? It's crazy. Oh. Yeah. Wow, right past the little bling.
As we told you at the start of the show, some controversy. Wow, what a surprise with Jason Miller involved, where he was wrestling the inflatable alligator and having some fun at Jacare's expense at a press conference recently, and Jacare took offense to that naturally, and now he gets ready to settle it in the ring as here he comes.
That's the great thing about fighting. That's how you settle it. Like man, in the ring.
In the ring.
Or in the cage. Doesn't matter. For the people who tune in right now, they think, who is this guy talking right now? It's Boss, it's me. I lost my voice.
It can happen.
It can happen.
I know from Dream 3.
Well,
you know, by Dream 5, we'll be really healthy, both of us. We'll have this thing down.
You know, I'm actually healthy. I just lost it here at the great adrenaline fights.
Well, it happens. Just a voice strain. That was my deal the last time.
That's what it does. 11 hours of commentating in a row. Right?
Yeah.
That's what we've been doing. 3 shows in total. Woo! Thank God for my stamina. What does it say? Jiu-jitsu. That's a big surprise coming from Brazil on his t-shirt. Well, I can tell you one thing. He is as relaxed. If I was him, I would pick up the money now. Pick up the money.
Yeah, he ought to pick up the money. But look at that. The alligator chomps down. University of Florida fans probably going crazy right now, too.
Man, he's relaxed also.
Ronaldo Souza, you probably know him best as Jacare, which translates to the alligator. Terrific on the ground. All of his wins have come by first-round submissions. And equally entertaining in his entrance. I think his posse's grown as well since the last fight.
You know, if there's mental game playing from Jason Miller, is this playing mental games against Jason?
I think it might be. This is the more G-rated, yet also entertaining version of making an entrance.
Also the posse, everybody's happy.
First fight was his only loss. That was back in 2003, and you see the outstanding record that he posed along the way, defeating the likes of Matt Lindland and Dennis Hallman. Jacare taking his time now as he enters the ring. Some think this could be the best fight of the night. As we look here at the tail of the tape.
Ronaldo Souza, Jacare, what they call him, is a submission specialist who won 8 wins, all by way of submission, so he likes to finish people. Jason Miller has a great submission game himself, but if I would be him, I would try to keep the fight on the feet since he's got also a great striking game. 2 great fighters going at it right now.
Jacare, Jason, this is tournament. First round 10 minutes, second round 5 minutes, okay? No elbow tuck, upper neck. No headbutting, okay? No the growing, no blood throws, on the ground, no kicks of face, no stomps, okay? Free fight.
Yuji Shimada, the referee. He's been there from day one pretty much. And I mean, day one in all mixed martial arts in Japan.
One of the legends, and will this be one of those classic encounters? Miller in the black.
Yeah, sometimes you think, can they live up to the hype because it's so hyped up, but this fight is going to. There's no other way with these great fighters.
Jacare coming in on him and trips him up. Miller is trying to get right back up. Jacare won't let him at the moment. Look at Miller reverse around, and the quickness you see on the part of both fighters evident in the first 30 seconds of this contest.
Miller making sure that Jacare doesn't close his guard around him.
Miller up and moving.
Wow, this started fast. With only 1 minute in the first round.
And a lot has already happened.
Yeah.
Point, counterpoint, as you mentioned, all along the way.
Well, the referee's going to break him up. I think a couple more seconds.
Oh, Jacare gets the trip, gets the takedown.
Yep, he takes care of that problem. Jason right away wants to looking for the leg lock. Oh, wow. Yeah, nobody can make a mistake here. This is the typical game, like the first one is going to make the mistake. It's probably the one who's going to lose. Trying to pull out that leg so he can go to full mount or side mount. But no one knows that, of course. Here slips out. Jacare's corner. So Jacare's corner is telling him to create distance so he can strike. Wow, look at this.
I don't think he can do that. Look at the reversal. Again, we get back to the quickness.
That's a heel look. He's got to roll. He's got to roll.
Jacare right. Trying to hold on now.
He's got to roll to the right.
To the heel hook. Okay. Look at Miller.
He's got to watch out, though. This can pop your knee.
Look at Miller staying with him, and they both spin away, and Miller's back on his feet and delivers a couple of knees.
Wow. Man, this is like the old try against Gegard. He's got leg
and a good left by Miller. How many guys would even think about clowning around just for that second to give a thumbs up against Jacare?
I mean,
a lot of confidence Miller has.
Yeah, you see Ryan Parsons there. He doesn't look happy. He's got to watch out throwing that right knee. Jacare is trying to pull it in, so don't throw a knee with it.
Stay inside, okay? Stay inside, you're doing fine.
Oh, good knee there by Jacare. You know, it's if it lands. Good break.
Oh. Little redness under the eye of Miller.
Watch out, single low kicks. I've been saying this all night.
Jacare shooting and getting a takedown again. He's had a couple of them in this fight.
Jacaré, faltam 6 ainda. Tá em casa, velho.
4 minutes into this one. As much action as you can have without any really big blows being thrown. Escape,
knees,
moves, knees,
takedowns, reversals.
An attempted leg lock early on. Pretty much everything that we would expect from two guys who can do it so well on the ground. Miller considered the more versatile fighter. He does have 5 knockouts to go along with his 12 submission victories.
Wow, look at this.
And look at him again. Miller up quickly.
Oh,
moves in. The triangle is attempted, but no, not for long.
Man, what a fight. Again, going for a leg lock here. He's got to watch out.
Jacare tried it earlier.
Yeah, he tried it earlier. If he can bend the leg like this, the more the leg is bent, the more pressure there will be on the knee. Jason should stretch and roll out. No, he should roll the other way. He rolls the wrong way. This could be wrong. Oh, Jacare's got good defense there with the leg underneath so he can't roll to the other side. Well, it's good. This is dangerous for Jason Miller right now. No.
Look at this again. He gets away. Jason Miller is part Houdini here in this early going.
And you know, did he have any knee problems?
Yeah, he had.
So I hope it's not
so
that
he heard, yeah.
Oh, for some reason, maybe he stretched his ligaments so they can have, you know, they're more flexible. I mean, that was crazy. That's why I always prefer the inverted heel hook over this heel hook. This heel hook you really need to pull off good, and you got to make sure that the leg is bent like it, preferably a 90-degree angle, which is always difficult to pull off. Look, here we go again. The escape.
He's got the back of Miller briefly. Jacare, I don't know if he's had to work this hard in a long time.
He's going to roll into him. No, says Jacare. He's going to put a body triangle on, which is going to prevent Jason Miller from rolling into him.
Miller has had an answer for everything so far.
Jacare walk to finish, not too much holdings.
Oh, I've got a really cool move for somebody has a body triangle on you. You can see it's not that hard. Jason Miller should push with his right hand to the inside, slam it to the outside. Watch out. Oy.
And trying to sink in that rear naked choke is Jacare.
Oh my God.
And again, Miller's making him work for everything. He has literally worked head to toe on Miller, and Miller is still going. 3:18 to go in the first.
Naked again. Man, his defense is nuts. I mean, it looks almost like it's under there, but it's not. He pushes it up,
and he never looks concerned.
What a risk he's taking. He's got to watch out, though. He doesn't want an arm up behind his back like Ryan Schultz did to Chris Herdesky. That is not a good thing.
Well, with Jacare, and you talked about it right at the get-go of this, either fighter, it's a matter of who might make the first mistake, and you know, you don't want to tempt Jacare too many times.
Yep.
And we've already had, what, a couple of leg attempts, a rear naked choke. I think, do we have a triangle or an arm bar attempt in there somewhere along the way?
Yep, and it's the one who's persistent. He's going to get it at the end. Just keep doing it. Do not give up.
And once again, Jacare, he slides in and out. Miller continues to be slippery here. 2:15 to go in this first round.
Well, again, a body triangle on him.
You see the strength there of Miller. Not too many guys get away from that. A good look at the punches that are not landing to the face of Miller and the ones that just did. And again with the hammer to the side of the face.
Yeah, that's the thing. It looks, yes, he rolls inside.
And now Miller's up and tries to come straight down on him.
Man, it goes back and forth looking for Kimura here. Yeah, obviously he doesn't have anything locked up. At least I cannot see it from this point, but it doesn't matter. If you can put it on, at least you can use it as a reversal. I mean, he's all over the place. Both of these guys are all over the place.
Action!
Going to restart it probably in the center of the ring. No.
The rope there preventing Miller from trying to get a knee in.
The last 1 minute coming up.
See if they'll move him out of that corner.
Yep, they're going to restart him in the center of the ring with 1 minute left. What a 9 minutes this has been.
This is.
Whoa.
Right Rex. Single Rex. No, single Rex, yes. No, yes. Yes, ready, go!
And how do you even score this first round? Credit for the submission attempts, credit for the escapes. Flip a coin on this one.
The striking.
Jacare and Jason Miller battling. Miller a slight favorite, just a slight one coming into this.
Jacare no holding too much.
And not many guys are ever able to escape 1 or 2 Jacare attempts, and Miller's escaped at least 8 or 10 here in this first round.
Wow, yep. And he's, look at the balance of him. On top, look how he sprawls out. Wow, good knee there.
And Miller.
Oh.
Wow, that turned quickly. Jacare whipped that around. Final seconds of round 1.
You think they take a little break or something at the end of the round? No.
Wow, that's round 1. What a round, Jason Miller and Jacare.
Well, thank God. Miller trains there with Ryan Parsons and the gang there.
Yeah.
Of Dan Henderson's place, Team Quest, because lots of conditioning, and as you can see, it pays off. I can only imagine Jacare, what he's doing. They train really hard over there.
Now you see the quickness of Miller.
Leg lock, heel hook. You see now how he blocked that leg. This was really good.
Yeah.
Steps in. Now he starts smiling. Watch.
Now look at this. I'm okay. That is Mayhem.
Yeah. Normally, what you should do from here, if you will be Jacare, going over to a toe hold. Push the toes down, and then with your right hand push the toes down, and then go over there.
And this where he looked like he was in trouble.
Yeah, because he couldn't roll to the left because he was going to roll into the ropes. And that will be his escape. You want to corkscrew yourself out going with the submission.
Later on, attempts at the rear naked choke. Kimura attempt also thrown in there. And then Miller trying to get some ground and pound action that never really materialized.
Look at this one knee.
And then look here how quick this is.
Yep.
Tried to jump, and squirting right out of that was Jacare.
I saw Ryan Parsons looking to the side to the time when he went on for the guillotine choke, and then he looked back, and suddenly it was a reverse situation. So he probably thought, what is going on here?
Hey, Jacare, hold on.
That was a lightning fast 10 minutes as we get ready for 5 more.
Wow. Impressive.
Jason Miller in the black. Ronaldo Souza, best known as Jacare, in the gray. One of these guys will advance on in the middleweight tournament. Jacare presses the issue at the start of the round.
Don't let him control that middle, Jason. Don't let him control the middle there.
Now they clinch up in the corner, very much like the start of the fight.
After that 1 minute going really hard,
yeah,
they had like a 30 seconds this, and then boom, they went off again. Leg lock again. Wow, that would have been
Tries it again, but look at Miller.
That would have been a knee bar.
Great balance.
Good job. Got to keep holding those ankles there.
Miller will stay right up. He's going to go through the ropes.
Very smart what he did.
Next time you go, okay? Jason, next time you go, stand ups.
That was smart. He threw himself out because he knew he was going to go down.
Stand up, Jacare.
Yeah, Jacare, he was complaining. He says, yeah, that was a purpose. Well, it's the name of the game, guys.
So we're seeing the complete Miller game here, even the psychological game, even more so after that walkthrough. At the start to come into the ring, now a little bit of an exit from the ring to save himself.
Yeah, it's the whole name of the game, you know, you need to be there with your head. If you can do it, why not? Pulled out the leg. Very nice escape. Jacare shooting in again.
Jacare has more takedowns.
Oh, yes. Yep. And he's got a lot of submission attempts, leg locks, the whole body, actually.
Again, it's the whole fight, not on a round-by-round basis, the 10-minute round, the 5-minute round, that the judges are going to decide this. You would wonder, unless something changes, and of course it can quickly with these two guys, Jacare may be ahead right now from the simple fact that he has the takedowns.
Yep. I heard the corner of Miller shouting to him, he's breaking. So that means probably turn it up. Yeah, that's mental going on your opponent. You know, if you see him getting tired, show him that you got lots of energy. You know?
And Jacare misses with the combination attempt.
Jacare looks at, you know, the way
Miller
he came back to the punches.
yeah. Miller looks the fresher fighter right now. After all they've both been through. Miller with wicked intentions with that sweeping right that misses.
Oof, nice. Faking low, going high. Low kick. Should kick a little higher though, because he hurt himself, I think. Underneath.
And Miller again across the body with that kick. Miller much more effective as a striker than Jacare.
Yeah, I said it, you know, but to tell the tape, you should try to keep this fight standing because I think that his striking is better. Why play the submission game with a great submission fighter?
Jacare tries to shoot in again, pushes back against the rope. Miller trying to work in a guillotine there, and will jump up, try to pull him down with it.
That would be too easy to submit a guy like Jacare with.
Wow. And Miller giving up his back momentarily, but that's never for long, and he spins right back around.
He's got to go fast, 50 seconds. He's got to work. A mount position here for Jacare. And I have to believe that this guy gets some balance here. Going for rear naked.
Again, he tried it a couple of times back in the first round. And Miller head pops free again. 25 seconds to go. These guys are going the distance. And it's going to be a tough call for the judges. Miller obviously thinks he's got it. Jacare, I'm guessing, is thinking, I had more takedowns. I controlled so much of this action. Look at all the submission attempts.
Yep.
I guess Miller's camp would say yes, but look how many I escaped.
Yeah.
And I got a few of the better strikes in the second round, including that one.
Yeah, he definitely got a better strikes. He finished stronger at the end, but, you know, first round, it's, again, a very difficult one to score.
This is the toughest one of the night, I believe, of everything we've seen. Miller has won 9 of his last 10. Souza or Jacare has won 8 in a row. Winner of this goes on to the tournament. Judges have made their decision.
判定の結果をお伝えします。ジャッジ大橋、ジャカレ。ジャッジマット、ジャカレ。
Yep, he won. Yep.
Jacare with a unanimous decision victory, his 9th in a row. Mayhem Miller is out of the tournament. Ronaldo, Souza, Jacare is going on, joining Mousasi and Galesic. And the alligator crawl is going to become even more popular, I would say, in the Tokyo area than that big gator chomp there.
Yeah, crocodile hunter there. Come here, come here. Best in peace. Yeah, no, I think about it.
Steve Irwin.
Yeah. Wow.
What an entertainer.
Yeah.
What a nice man. And now the alligator will speak.
Essa vitória, a minha família, seu Otávio, meu pai, Dona Antônia, minha mãe, Gilberto,
He said,
Vitor,
I'd like to dedicate this fight to my
Robert,
family, to my mother,
todos
to
que
my
vieram aqui
father,
comigo e todos que contribuíram direto e
and everybody that
indiretamente
directly
com a minha
contributed
vitória.
to my victory.
今日はこの勝利を私の父に捧げたいと思い
As
ま
a
す。
subdued Jason Miller
私の兄弟たち、
walks out of the ring.
そしてここに一緒に来てくれているセコンド、スタッフの皆さんに捧げたいと思います。
Jacare. Does the alligator stroll to the finish line of medals tonight to go on to the final four?
And then Jacare thanked the crowd in Japanese.
Wow. It's a long march. Listen, he's a good fighter, great fighter, good control, good submissions.
Yeah.
Man, good takedowns, went for leg locks, something I really like, enjoy watching, especially a jiu-jitsu fighter, you know, going for leg locks. That I think is really good. So, man, he deserves the win. He's going to do good.
So Gegard, Mousasi, Zelg Galesic, and now Ronaldo, Souza, or Jacare, all three advancing to the semifinals in the middleweight tournament. One more to go, our main event coming up. Melvin Manhoef against Kazushi Sakuraba. Sakuraba, the legend in Japan, the favorite in this fight to advance on.
Yeah, Sakuraba been there, done that. You know, so you really need to keep this fight on the feet. That's one thing for sure. And eventually, if you're going to make a mistake, Sakuraba will take it to the ground. He beats such great fighters, this guy. You know, of course, he's a little on his down, but he's kind of bouncing back up now. So, you know, you never can count him out. Just like Hoy said when he was on the show.
Yeah.
Influence.
As Jacare continues to shake hands, sign autographs, making his way back, you wonder if Jason Miller might think in the back of his mind, as impressive as I was with all those escapes, possibly I should have tried to stand up more with Jacare.
Yep. You know, I don't want to say I told you so, but I said it in the beginning, yes. Why would you want to play the game? I always say with a other great jiu-jitsu fighter, if you know that your striking is better than him, try to keep it on feet.
The main event now. One more spot for the middleweight tournament semifinals. The legend that is Sakuraba. Very much a part of the color and pageantry of MMA in Japan for years. As well as being able to take care of business still at the age of 38. Not his most impressive victory, but another solid textbook performance to send him on to this round of the tournament. And getting ready to take on this man, Melvin Manhoef. We saw his power and agility on display to advance past the first round. As Daewon Kim went down and Manhoef went on to victory.
全てを観客にさらすことになる世界で初めての格闘家いや嫌なこともやっぱりちょっとはしなきゃいけないと思います きな仕事だから体がボロボロでも休みたくはない
Kenny Rice, boss rooting with you.
期待されたら答えたい
Hans Thompson, our interpreter. Thank you for staying up all night with us. Or maybe waking up this morning and just tuning it in, getting ready for the main event.
That would be the smartest thing to do. Just DVR it, wake up, nice Sunday morning and say, hey, it's Father's Day. You kids, I'm going to do a big favor for your daddy. Be quiet. Let me watch this.
Go fix the pancakes, kids.
There you go.
Gegard Mousasi, Zelg Galesic, Ronaldo, Souza, better known as Gegard. All three have advanced in the middleweight tournament. One more spot to be decided. Also earlier tonight, Shinya Aoki with the victory to move on in the lightweight tournament. So that final four is now set.
そういう人しか会ってないですか。マヌーフとかバンダレーとか、こっちだって意地があるじゃないですか。
自転車で引き返せば、そこには3人の息子が父の帰りを待つ。人生はリングを降りてからの方がずっと長い。
一番下の子がね、ちょっと転んでちょっと転んだだけで痛い痛いって絆創膏持ってくるんですよ。何枚も何枚も絆創膏使うんですよ。お前何考えてんだお前。痛いと思うから痛いんじゃん。
痩せ我慢も男の仕事だ。男の名は桜庭和志。年齢は38歳。職業はプロ格闘家。
おめでとう。
職業は桜庭和志。桜庭和志 vs メルビン・マヌーフ。
And live from Japan now, the main event.
本日の第8試合、オリンピアドリーム4ミドル級グランプリセカンドラウンド第4試合を行います。
Gegard。
青コーナーよりメルビン・マヌーフ選手の入場です。
メルビン・マヌーフ。
And here comes Melvin Manhoef. Out of Amsterdam, 21 victories, 20 by way of knockout. That kind of sums it up right there.
Bam. Right away. Don't get hit.
There was another great fighter with the big power coming out of Holland. He'll be a UFC heavyweight champ.
You got a whole bunch of. I know what you mean.
This guy want to be a UFC heavyweight.
Yeah.
He's on Inside MMA. I see him all the time.
All the time. But you know what? They got a whole bunch of great strikers over there, and if you look at the K1 guys, they were even better than that Pole dude.
Well, it's been a good night so far for Holland. Alistair Overeem winning back early on tonight. As we mentioned, Mousasi advancing on to the semifinals, and now Manhoef trying to join him. And remember, with Manhoef, his kickboxing record is outstanding. 34-4. 25 wins as a kickboxer by way of knockout.
Yeah, and you know what? That's against Dutch competition there. Those guys are really good.
Yeah.
I mentioned this before at the other Dream Show. It's from the last 13, 14 years. It's won 13 times the K1 championships by a Dutch guy. Last year, the final 4 were Dutch. The year before that, final 6. From the final 8, 6 were Dutch. I mean, it's insane. And he fights those guys.
Manhoef trying to make 2 of the 4 Dutchmen in the final 4.
He started to break through in mixed martial arts now. It's great.
The Sakuraba show is underway.
Wow. Well, you can definitely tell that he goes into pro wrestling.
Oh yeah. As kind of a fine line at times walked in the mixed martial arts pro wrestling world in Japan. The 38-year-old Kazushi Sakuraba, the oldest fighter in this middleweight tournament. 24 wins in his career, 17 by way of submission, 3 by decision. Obviously comfortable on the ground, comfortable going the distance. And he has fought the who's who, including wins over Jackson and Enzo Gracie and Ken Shamrock along the way. His last 8 fights, he's 6-1 with 1 no contest. Vanderlei Silva defeated him 3 times. classic matchup.
Yeah, he was Wanderlei Silva was the first one to beat Sakuraba, and he did that by a devastating knockout. And then the second time, he did it again, and then within 4 months, they give him another rematch. They go, oh, come on, let him fight a few fights in between here. And of course, he got stopped again.
Yeah, one of the momentous moments in MMA history, according to some of our faithful viewers of Inside MMA that have emailed us, which we appreciate. Manhoef now being introduced. And there is our tale of the tape.
Well, we said it a little bit. Melvin Manhoef won 20 of his 21 wins by way of knockout. His Achilles heel is the ground, though. And fighting a guy like Sakuraba, you know that he will do anything in his power to get this fight to the ground. Now, if it stays on the feet, I say Manhoef by knockout. If it goes to the ground, Sakuraba by submission, and I think an armbar.
No headbutting, no other growing. On the ground, don't kick his face, don't stamp his face, okay? Don't grab the ropes. Pre-fight. Okay, hold on.
It is the classic confrontation. Ground genius against a great striker. And here it goes, final spot in the middleweight tournament to be decided.
The longer this fight is going to go, the more it's going to favor Sakuraba. I saw Kenny Mai sitting there in the audience. That's Mirko Krokop's manager. Manages a lot of Japanese fighters also. Very well known in the Japanese MMA circuit. I see a lot of respect here. You don't want to make one mistake.
I love the way this is developing early on.
Yeah.
You can feel the tension via the TV set. With the way they're stalking each other. Manhoef waiting for just that moment, and Manhoef certainly has that quickness and power. There's a strong kick and a couple of great punches, and Sakuraba is down early. Manhoef going in and trying to finish it off. 1, 2, 3. How many more can Sakuraba take?
Well, Sakuraba can take a lot, and he's been in this situation many times. Well, look at this.
And Manhoef drags him out and delivers 2 more. Manhoef is putting a beating on a legend here in the first round. Manhoef again and again. That's it. That's it. Melvin Manhoef. A dominant performance to go on. He whips Sakuraba.
Oh. What an explosion. Last time he said, you know, I had a bad performance because I couldn't really train. I just fought against Raymond Bonjaski, still had an injury. Next time, I promise you I will do better, and man, did he deliver. That high kick set it all up. Right straight through the defense. Watch, it's on the defense, but I think it goes, you know, through the arms to the head.
And it just shows the power to go along with the speed. As Melvin Manhoef wins for the 22nd time, the 21st time by form of knockout. Bam, early.
Boom, he's flying. Man, what a power. Fury.
And again, there comes that K1 experience.
Wow, speechless. Yeah, well, picture says 1,000 words, right?
Manhoef from the opening bell. They waltzed, stared each other down, waited for that one opening, and then Manhoef just pounced and even pulling Sakuraba out away from the ropes to deliver the punches that would end this fight.
Wow. I wonder what time it was.
I can't remember looking. I'm guessing less than 2 minutes there. As Sakuraba, you saw the punishment administered in a
very short amount of time.
Very short amount of time. A violent explosion here by Manhoef. Sakuraba, he has fought some good ones, and I would say that he would rate that man right there as one of them.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be interesting if he's going to fight Zelg Galesic. Sorry.
We fight Jaka. Well, they'll have the draw to see. So will it be down the road? It could be Mousasi, it could be Galesic, it could be Jacare.
Mousasi, I mean that.
That would be
Dutch guys
the two Dutch guys. I would almost have to make Manhoef the early favorite right now, boss, in the middleweight ranks with this win.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, we don't need you on that,
there.
Hans. We can translate that ourselves there, pal.
Well,
I think that means big win in Dutch.
It's a big, you know what? I tell you, with us, it's different. Translate
I know,
for real.
I know.
We use that different. He thinks it's.
I know.
This is great.
That's true.
That's how he says it for real. When I came to the States, it was like, ooh, real eye opener for me. People go like, "Babash, you know, I said this. I did more things that I thought was normal, you know, and it was totally wrong to do. I'm not even going to mention it. I'm even going to mention what it was. I got everybody in suspense.
Look at Manhoef, who is tantalized by taking a look at the belt. The belt he does not yet have. But he, of course, one of the 4 men who will take it home. Coming up in Dream 6.
Yep. If I ever would go to the supermarket with him, I would definitely scan his back and see what it says, that barcode.
Yeah.
That bleep.
Probably means powerful punch and kick.
What did it call him? They call him a cannibal. That's his
the
nickname,
cannibal,
right?
yeah.
How do you get a nickname like a cannibal? I mean, you got to eat somebody.
That's right. Well, he has devoured opponents, but not by picking at them. He just kind of goes in there and smashes them.
No, but then, yeah, he's got the bodies. It doesn't do anything with it. It's weird. It's a weird nickname.
So quite the international field. 2 men from Holland, a man from Croatia, and 1 from Brazil.
Look, the Japanese
will be fighting for the title.
The Japanese guy thought that it was real. He wanted to jump in.
There from left to right, you see Jacare, Mousasi. There is Manhoef. Well, there's a good look there at Jacare and a good look at Mousasi. There, of course, the recent winner, Manhoef, and over on the extreme right is Galesic. The final 4 in the middleweight championship. What a tournament that will be to wrap everything up, because they will have to have 2 fights in the night to come away with the win.
Yeah, and that's going to be difficult. And that's like Nate Marquardt said in the beginning, in the opening of the show. You know, if you get injured in your first fight, and the other one has an easy fight,
you know,
it's going to be a problem.
It is I'm very glad I'm here in Japan again with the dreams. Today I fought Mr. Sakuraba. He was my hero. He still is my hero, you know. But he's a legend, you know. But somebody said to me, if you want to be the legend, you have to kill the legend. That's what I did today. So I thank you very much for all your support, and I'm sorry that I beat Sakuraba for you. Push.
皆さん、日本の皆さん、本当は今日の結果に
Well,
がっかりしていると思います。
Manhoef,
桜庭選手は自分にとってヒーローでした。
I think rather eloquently there,
そし
he
て桜庭選手は伝説的な
certainly
選手です。
expressed what a lot of probably the Japanese fans are thinking. Sakuraba is a legend there. He's like every great athlete. He's getting a little older, approaching 40 now. You wonder how many fights he has left in him, especially when you see a young talent come in there and just take him apart like Manhoef did.
Yep. It's an honor to be here. I'm standing here with 3 friends, and unfortunately I need to fight them. I'm happy about fighting them, but they are really friends that are going to be after that too. So come and support us all, and the best man win.
Zelg Galesic with his comments.
I like this guy.
This guy looks happy all the time, doesn't he?
でも試合の後はまた友達に戻ります。皆さんどうぞ大会を見に来てください。
Of course, Galesic winning when Taiei could not continue on after injuring his elbow.
Muito obrigado pela oportunidade.
And Jacare winning a unanimous decision over Jason Miller.
Preciso melhorar. Vou treinar para ficar melhor e voltar melhor na
Thank you
próxima
for the
rodada.
opportunity. I'm
Muito
going
obrigado
to
por
train
depositar
to
toda a
better
confiança em
myself.
mim. Dominica gozaimasu.
And then he said,
まあ
thank
皆
you
さん
in
私のことを
Japanese
応援
again.
してくれてありがとうございました。
You
私は
speak
もっともっと
Portuguese?
良くならないといけないと今日は思いました。
You might- how many
そのために
languages
もっと
do you
練
speak?
習します。ですから今日は本当皆さんの声援あ
5 if
りがと
you
うございま
include
した。
my German, which is not so hot anymore.
You got das right. Das ist eine lange Zeit gewesen.
続いてゲガール・ムサシ選手お願いします。
Arigato. Thank you for coming to watch the fight. I want to thank my Mr. Shinoda. Thanks Dream for giving me the chance to fight. My friends, my cornermen. Thank you, and I'm going to train hard to be the champion. Thank you. Arigato.
Gegard Mousasi certainly on a roll, very deserving as well. I think a case can be made for all four fighters, although I think Manhoef has really been the most dominant because he's got that great punch. He can end his fights quicker, I think, than the other ones.
Yes, but, you know, if you look at the other two great strikers, they know how to deal with those strikes.
Good
And
point.
then maybe go for the takedown. But that's his Achilles heel. And Mousasi is good on the ground. He's very good on the ground. He's not going to stand with him. He'll take him down.
次は7月21日大阪で、グランプリ決勝戦
Kawajiri going on now to the lightweight tournament, of course, already in there.
しちゃうと思いますなんで、
Well, he will fight
皆さん会場
Alvarez.
まで遊びに来てくださいよろしくお願いします
What was that?
ありがとうござい
He
ました。
just
続い
said
て
that the next fight's going to be
宇野選手
on the
お願いします。
21st of September and
研修会のノーバルです
and
前回以
please
上
come and
のいい
watch.
試合をしたいと思います
And
応援
who
よろ
knows?
しくお願いします
Who will fight Aoki?
ありがとうございます。そして最
Go
後
to
に
the Uno store.
青木選手。
That's his nickname, right? Uno store.
僕の誇りをかけて英雄を叩きのめしたいと思います頑張りますありがとうございました
ありがとうございました。
Aoki says.
He also basically just said that he wants to do his best to win the
オリン
tournament.
ピアドリーム6ミドル級グランプリファイナルラウンド
typically say the same kind
進
of
出を決めた
things.
選手、そして
Yeah, but what else can you
令
say?
和ドリーム5ライト級グランプリファイ
Well,
ナ
you
ルラ
know,
ウン
we
ド
want
に
the
進出を
guy
決め
that
た
guarantees victory
Yeah.
and calls out the single guy. But that would not be the Japanese way, would it? Very
No.
honorable, respectful, and will publicly chastise, as we have seen in the past, those that get a bit out of hand, who might be guilty of bending the rules a little bit or showing disrespect. A wonderful standard they've set in so many ways for the mixed martial arts world.
Yes, but I hope only that the rest of the mixed martial arts world are going to look at him, take an example.
Yeah. All right, boss, as we wrap up Dream 4, any one particular guy jumping out at you tonight throughout this evening, or a fight or two particular?
You know, I like pretty much every fight. I was surprised with Galesic coming in, you know, and the way what he did that armbar. I thought he's going to have a big problem. He cannot take it to the fight, to the ground, but never count anybody out. That was beautiful to see over him. That heavy knockout, really good. Man, I mean, Galesic, that was a great fight. Gegard Mousasi against Dong Sik-yong. I mean, Dong Sik-yong brought him in trouble at the end of the round. Gegard and Jason Miller, well, that was one of, maybe that was the most spectacular fight of the night, if now I think about it. And of course, Manhoef coming in and just manhandling Sakuraba. Wow, that's just insane. Man, I'm happy I made it with my voice. I do everything in my power right now to get any word out. I'm pretty sure that tomorrow morning I cannot, actually in a couple hours.
Not many guys can pull off about 15 or 16 straight hours like you have, my friend.
We did it.
Great job.
Well, my excuses for my voice, I hope that it still was understandable. And next time, Boom, boom, boom.
Hey,
we don't have this before.
We'll be ready. Thank you for staying up with us. We look forward to seeing you when we will be live on location right there for Dream 5, everyone, in Japan. You have been watching HDNet Fights presentation of Dream, promoted by FEG, the executive producer of HDNet Sports, Daryl Ewald. Our show's been directed by Hank Lena. Our producer, who's done triple duty today as well, John Galpin. Features by Bo Vonsakun and Jeff Zimmerman. HDNet engineers, Daniel Neighbors, Ed Martinez, Jeff Carmen. Production manager, the one and only Mike Hurd. The CEO of HDNet Fights, Mr. Andrew Simon. And the president of HDNet Fights, a man who's had success in Japan as well as a fighter, Guy Mesger. Thanks to Glenn Moore at our broadcast center and the rest of our great crew in Denver. For my broadcast partner, the legend, Boss Root, Ron Kruk, and our interpreter, Hans Thompson. I'm Kenny Reich. Thanks for watching. So long, everyone. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you, Kenny.
You've been watching an exclusive high-definition presentation of HDNet Fights.